Alrighty, so in the last video we finally casted this part, and now we're going to machine it. Now in a couple of my other videos when I was machining my cast iron parts, got some comments saying that I should try to take a heavier cut initially with high-speed steel to try to get through this really tough cast iron skin. So that's what I'm going to try. I think you guys are giving my lathe too much credit, but we're going to try it. So let's see here. I'm just going to touch off, and we're going to go in pretty far. I guess that's not that far. Yeah, that is literally just, that already dulled my tool. Yeah. All that did was just dull the steel instantaneously. So, like I said, this is some really tough stuff. I'm going to switch to carbide. Alright, let's try this. Let's touch off here. It's already doing way better. Doing this first few passes. Alright, looks pretty good. I'm going to finish facing this off camera. Alright, so we got this face just roughed in so it's smooth. There's a lot, I put way too much. there's about 1 3/8 this of depth, and I need to get it down to 785,000, so I need to take off a lot. But I guess it's better to have more than not enough. So what I'm going to do next is we're going to turn this side, the side down, and then we're going to face this back piece. I got to readjust my tool here. Hold on. Okay, so anyway, what we're doing is we're just going to rough everything in, get everything smooth, and we're starting with this surface here, this side surface. So, let's see here. Turn on auto feed. No, I don't really need it. Just take it by hand, so get some more off. Oh! Yeah, so you gotta watch out for these corners. Okay, it's cleaning up pretty nice on the sides now. I'm already 1 carbide insert down, and honestly, the fix to this is I really need to start melting silicon in with my cast iron melts. Otherwise, they're just they're just way too hard. I still haven't quite cleaned this guy up yet. There's still a little bit here. I'm going to show one of these passes, and then we got to get this back part. And then we'll start dialing in dimensions. So, where are we right now? We're at 2" 222 thousandths. 222. We still got about. We got to get it down to 2". So. put it on auto feed. See how nice it's cutting out. So I'm going to finish cleaning this up, and then we'll cut the back face. So let's machine this back surface now. Let's just touch off. Lock the carriage, feed in with the compound, alright, I got pretty much all of the roughness out of this, and hopefully no more interrupted cuts. So I put in a fresh carbide insert because we're in carbide insert number 2, or took us 2 so far. So I'm just gonna bring this down until this thickness here is half an inch. Now what are we at now? We're at 689 thousandths. So we got a little bit to go. Let's just touch off. Feed in a little bit. So I got this pretty much down to size. It's not. I didn't do the finish cut yet because again, this guy's starting to get dull again. Let me just clean these chips off my ways. So now. Come on, focus. We are going to get the side down to size with this edge that's getting dull. Man, this is some really tough stuff. So let's do that. Let's see how it cuts now. Okay, so auto feed on. Okay. Alright. I flipped the cutter around. Yeah, there we go. Let's try 30 thou total. Not too much. I'll cut way better. Let's see where we're at here. Okay, we still got about 150 thousandths left to go. So let's keep going. Alright, we're down to the last 10 thou. Then after this, we're just going to polish it to size with some emery cloth. Now at the end, I'm just going to feed out. Oh. Just feeding out now since I got to the end. It's a pretty good finish. Okay. So let's see where we're at. Must have dialed it in wrong because I still got 5 left. So actually, that's good because I'm gonna put in a fresh cutter, and so I can get a better finish. Man, it's a good thing I got these cutters super cheap on eBay. Damn, I forgot to press record. I did my final pass and then I just hit it with some emery cloth. But again, forgot to hit record. Okay, yeah, so we still got a couple thou, but this this bore, I don't remember the size, but well, I know it's 2-inch, but it could have been a couple thou over since I honed it. So let's just see. Yeah. Yeah, not yet. I can also take a measurement of this bore, but I'm going to take off a few more thou with some emery cloth. Alright, well, this is going to take a little bit. I'm going to just keep going, and I'll bring you guys back once we get closer. Alright, I'm putting this on. Oh wow, that's I'm just going to take a little bit more off so I can go in a bit. Okay, so this is a little over 1.5 inches. I don't remember the exact number, but if I make a little scribe mark right there, it's about, let's see here, I figured I had to take off 784 thou to get to where I want to be. So let's just the rough. Yep, okay. So now we're gonna get a parting tool in there, and I'm gonna touch off and measure and be more precise, but that's just, you know, a visual reference. All right. So we're gonna touch off here. This isn't super critical, this part, so it doesn't matter too much. Alright, so now this tool is 1/8 of an inch. We're gonna go in 125 thousandths, 0, and now we're gonna go, well actually, we want, yeah, I don't need to go in the width of the tool because I want this side of the tool on the line. This isn't like parting off from the other side. Okay, so we touched off. let's zero this out. Okay, so let's get a more, I'm not going to use a depth mic. Again, it's not super critical. This is for the clearance above the piston. It doesn't have to be insanely accurate. So to the bottom here, just using calipers, it's 1.58, no, 1.577. So 1.577, and this step here has to be 785,000, so we're going to subtract that off. That gives us 792 thousandths. So let's move that in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 792 thousandths right there, and it's right on the line. This side of the line is on the cutter tool. So let's lock the carriage, and we're going to slow this guy way down in back gears, and then we're going to part this guy off. And again, I don't, you guys might remember from a previous video, this guy isn't big enough to cut through the whole stock, so I'm going to get most of it with this, switch to one that's longer but less rigid to get the middle part. Alright, let's part this off. Okay, that's as far as we can go with this tool. I gotta switch parting tools. Okay, so this one sticks out a bit more. So let's see here. Didn't quite make it. Let me, I could extend the tool out a bit. Alright, just extended that blade out a little bit. I'm going to speed this up a little bit too. And now I can melt down this piece. It's a decent amount of iron. Okay, so I realized I didn't press record. I'm not quite sure what I missed because I don't feel like looking through it. So I just cleaned up this face and then broke this edge with a file and then some emery cloth. So let's see if this fits, and if not, we're gonna have to take it down a bit. First, hold on. Get this sharp tool out of the way. Alright. Towards the back, it's a little tight. Let's just some of you guys have been saying you want more wide angle shots, so here's one, and this is a perfect time to do it. So I want to make sure this is the right depth, so I got this sit pretty nice. So where's my flashlight? Make sure it doesn't bottom out. So right there, that is top dead center. So there's not much room above, which is kind of what you want. So let's see here. In my drawing, I made a clearance for that nut, but the nut actually doesn't hit the cylinder head when it's restricted to its stroke. Right. If you look at the steam engine up here, the stroke is going to be, the bottom of the cylinder is going to be right here at this port, and then the top of the cylinder is going to be right here at this port. So at those limits, it doesn't hit anything. So I'm going to keep it the way it is. I'm not going to put a relief for the nut, and I think that'll be good. So next we're going to take it out, and we need to I'm going to use transfer screws for the bolt holes.